Florence was loud, commerce filled its streets, voices rose in rivalry, families guarded honor like treasure. And in the midst of wealth and ambition, 7 men heard something quieter, a call. They were not poor, they were not forgotten. They were respected citizens of Florence, merchants, men of influence, men who belonged. But belonging can be a subtle chain. The city demanded loyalty, it demanded alliances, it demanded ambition. And ambition always whispers, just a little more. But their hearts had begun to ache, not for gold, not for status, for silence. They gathered first as friends, members of a confraternity devoted to the Virgin Mary. They prayed together, they fasted, they wept over the divisions tearing their city apart. Florence was fractured. Politics divided neighbors, pride divided families, and they asked themselves, what if holiness required withdrawal? What if unity required sacrifice? Around the year 1233, they made a decision that stunned their world. They left businesses, left influence, left inheritance. They walked away from the noise of Florence and climbed toward Monte Senario, a mountain above the city, above its arguments, above its ambitions. There they chose a different kingdom. The air was thinner, the nights were colder, there were no markets, no applause, no advantage, only prayer, only penance, only brotherhood. Tradition says that the Blessed Virgin Mary confirmed their path, whether in vision or in quiet certainty. Her presence marked their mission. They would be servants of Mary, not masters, not rulers, servants. They clothed themselves in black, honoring her sorrows. In a world chasing triumph, they chose mourning. In a city obsessed with power, they chose humility. 7 men, 1 heart. They did not seek to reform Florence by argument. They sought to heal it by example, unity instead of faction, silence instead of shouting, community instead of rivalry. The Servite order was born not from protest, but from surrender, not from outrage, but from love. Their risk was real. Wealth once surrendered does not easily return. Influence once abandoned is rarely restored. But what they gained was greater. A life anchored in prayer, a fraternity bound by charity, a witness that echoed beyond their century. The Church remembers them, not because they conquered cities, but because they conquered themselves. They remind us that sometimes the holiest revolution is withdrawal, that sometimes the most radical act is obedience, that sometimes the mountain is closer to heaven than the marketplace. And on February 17th, the Church pauses, not to celebrate power, but to honor 7 men who chose to belong to Mary alone. 7 holy founders of the Servite order. Pray for us.